Okay, here is a very neat little bar model question. Brett and Amir have some money. Brett has 5/6 of all the money. Amir spends £125. Brett spends 90% of his money. Brett now has two-thirds of the amount of money that Amir has. And we are asked, how much money did Brett have at the start? Okay. And this is, as I said, really quite a nice, neat little one. So we start off, we're going to draw a bar for Brett. And we, of course, need to draw a bar for Amir. And let's see how big I'm going to make Brett's. Well, we're told that Brett has 5/6 of all of the money. So he's going to have 5 parts. I'm going to do them like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because this is telling us he's got 5/6 of all the money. That tells us how many parts are in the whole problem. So if Brett has 5 of the parts, Amir has 1 of the 6 parts. Okay, and it's the same, they're all the same size. So these are all equal parts. We are then told Amir spends £125. I'm going to park that just for the moment. Let's tick that. We're also told that Brett spends 90% of his money. So um, this is nice and convenient that Brett has 5 parts here because we can divide this into 10 parts very easily. So I'm going to badly divide that. There we go. And now that I've divided this into 10 parts, I need to subdivide this. So I want to keep all of the parts equal size. And Brett spends 90%. Okay, so that's all spent. So, all right, from there to there. Okay, so that's that part. Now we're told that Brett has two-thirds of the amount of money Amir has. Now, we're also told that Amir spends £125, so bear that in mind. So this is what Brett has at the end. Now, if this is what Brett has at the end, and that represents two-thirds of what Amir has. Well, I'm going to split this into two, okay, because this must be a third and this must be a third. Okay. Now remember, this is an equal part to this and to this. Now, if this is two-thirds of what Amir has at the end, well, then this is the equivalent. These are the same two-thirds, and that must mean that three-thirds is up to here. Okay, I'm going to actually, so this is what Brett has at the end. And if that's what Brett has at the end, then this is what Amir has at the end. Which then brings us, I'm going to tick that off, which then brings us to Amir having spent £125. And we can now put in an amount. That this must mean that this bit here has a value of 125, which is fabulous because we've got all equal parts and we can now do some calculations. And we are asked, how much money did Brett have at the start? Well, there must be 20 parts here now if I divide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, remember, but I'm splitting all of these again to keep the parts equal. Okay, so we now have 20 parts. One part has a value of 125. So 125 times 20, and that gives us 2,500 as the question. So how much money did Brett have at the start? Because this whole thing is what he had at the beginning. So our answer, 2,500. Hope that helps.